What's going on, everybody? It is actually 11:30 right now, and I'm actually sneaking out of the apartment right now where wifey is actually asleep. I'm going to go meet up with a friend of mine by the name of Dylan Magaster. Now, Dylan is a YouTuber who does a lot of hands-on work with the homeless. He actually prepares meals on his own and then hits the streets of New York City to go and hand deliver food to people in need. So I really respect Dylan a lot for doing stuff like that. He also posts videos on his channel, and you guys should definitely check it out. I'll leave a link below in the description. But he has a great channel, he has great content, he's a young guy, and for somebody that's only 21 years old, I find him to be exceptionally squared away. You know, when somebody goes out there and doesn't have a whole lot of money and takes time out of their own life to go and help people that are less fortunate, that is just something that is a very admirable quality. So Dylan is actually coming in from Manhattan right now to meet up with me, and hopefully we can meet up and take a couple of cool pictures together. I'll try to vlog this whole thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and grab my camera gear, grab my camera, go get the keys to the car. Dylan is meeting me at the train station, so I'm gonna go pick him up. Well, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and let's do it. This is the tripod I'm using in case any of you guys are wondering. It's actually called Mifoto or Mifoto, but you could actually pick this up in B&H. It's actually pretty sturdy, lasted me on all of my shoots, and it's still surviving all the abuse that I've been dishing out to it to this day. So let's go meet Dylan. Let's get in the car. Let's do it. The wife is asleep, it looks like. Yeah, she's out. There's my dog, sleeping sound as ever. Good boy. Let's grab my keys. Car keys, we need these. All right, bye-bye. Now we're gonna go grab the tripod and the camera. Let's go meet Dylan. He should be arriving shortly. So we're gonna jump into the Batmobile and go pick him up. That'll be good right there. We'll get her started, and we are off to meet Dylan, pick him up from the train. I apologize in advance for the shoddy camera work. I know if you guys ever watched any of my previous videos, I'm usually a lot more on point, but this is more of like a random sporadic run and gun type of situation where I really wasn't expecting to meet up with Dylan. But since he hit me up and agreed to come out to Brooklyn, I just figured I would grab this Canon G7X that I'm shooting on. I mean, these things aren't too bad, actually. Whenever I go on a rooftop, I take this little guy along with me because he does take pretty good footage. The photos are actually pretty good too, and it has the ability to shoot RAW, which is actually pretty cool for like a really relatively inexpensive camera. I wouldn't say it's inexpensive because I think 600 bucks for like a point and shoot is still kind of a lot of money. It is actually not bad for whenever you wanna, you know, not have to carry a huge giant DSLR with a whole bunch of lenses, and you just want to kind of rock out with something that will get the job done. This is the bad boy to do it on. Where I live, actually, it's not a whole ton of places to shoot, and if you guys follow me on Instagram at Wanted Visual, I'll leave the link in the description below. You guys will see that I'm into a lot of aerial photography, and I like to do a lot of aerial work, which includes shooting a lot from rooftops and stuff like that. And I've done a lot of collaborations with other photographers who, you know, are into the same thing. So if you guys enjoy that kind of photography, or if you're here, you know, because of my Instagram, then obviously you already know what I'm talking about. But if you're new to this channel and you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, definitely check out my Instagram page at Wanted Visual, and then we can catch up on the conversation another time. Sorry about that, it's late. It's like 11:53 right now, and I'm hoping that he is on time, and I'm not trying to run any red lights or get a ticket for vlogging this. So let me let you guys go, and I'll be back in just a second with hopefully Dylan jumping into the car. See ya. So it is now 12:15 at night, and I just got to the train station where I will be meeting up with Dylan.
A few moments later.
So Dylan's train just pulled up, and I believe he is about to get into the car now. I believe he's coming right now. There he is. What's up, buddy? Jump on in. What's going on? And that's him now. That's my friend Dylan, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan, tell all the people a little bit about yourself.
How's it going? I'm Dylan Magaster. I make daily vlogs on YouTube, and I take some cool photos, I guess.
He's a little nervous because we're meeting up for the first time. He just jumped off the train. But actually, I've been watching Dylan's vlogs, and I've been telling him that I've been off YouTube for like a couple of years now, and he's actually inspiring me to come back and start doing this whole thing. So I hit him up early. I was like, hey Dylan, is it alright if I record this? And you know, I wanted to film an intro when he got into the car. So he's here.
Yeah.
We're gonna go on our little adventure, and hopefully I'm gonna vlog some of the stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to subscribe to Dylan's channel as well. I'll leave a link in the description. And
we're going on an Instagram mission right now.
Let's get the show on the road.
12 o'clock midnight.
What's up guys? So I'm back again. We're actually at location here, and if you guys can see behind me, there's my friend Dylan. He's already doing his thing, shooting. We both kind of set up our shots and composed already, taking a couple of dope pictures, and you can see he's over there shooting right now, taking some long exposure. So I'm just gonna leave this rolling and show you guys us doing our thing, I guess. All right.
Hey, no, 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 hey, no, no, no.
3:28 a.m.
So me and Dylan actually just finished up shooting some photos of the World Trade Center. The Empire State Building is actually lit up. It looks from here, it looks like red.
Yeah, you can see everything from here. You can see
yellow and blue, it looks like, which is actually pretty cool. But yeah, we're actually walking back to the car. Our shoot, I'd say, went pretty good. What did you think,
Yeah,
Dylan?
I probably got one good photo. I mean, I don't know. I go shoot, and if I get one good photo, it's a good shoot. If I end up with no good photos, it was fun to hang out. Yeah. A lot of times I'll go shoot for 4 hours and I'll have no good photos. But
that sucks.
It's
that sucks. Well, I mean, that's the thing about like photography, is that you could spend like hours at a location and walk away with like 3 great photos if you're lucky, and you know, like that's really all you need. I mean, that's really all I need anyways. Like as long as I walk away with at least one good shot, I'm happy.
Photography, it's like there's so much time devoted to it that it's so clear that it's not for everybody, because if you don't love doing it and you don't like feel like spending 4 hours to get one photo, then it's not for you. But if you like just love photography and photos and can spend hours shooting photos and meet new people, then I mean, it's just so much fun. If you love it,
definitely.
It's great.
He's right, and like that's one major thing that I really love about Instagram. So if you're actually watching this video and you're like one of my followers, that's what means the most to me, is that there is a community there. And as much as some people like to hate on it, I've met a lot of really great people, so I enjoy, you know, going out and meeting new people, new photographers. Like maybe you could have something in common or learn different styles of shooting, and it's just like really interesting because you never know what a person does. And like Dylan here has got a pretty interesting past himself. He had a pretty good conversation. Dylan was actually explaining to me that he was doing construction before this.
Yeah, I used to do carpentry and remodeling with my dad. We did like everything, concrete walls. Well, we didn't make concrete walls, we did concrete, we would do drywall, we would do framing, we did roofing, we did everything. And it wasn't the most fun, honestly, but I mean, it's good money. The only way I kind of like made it through that was kind of making enough money so that I can go travel and I can go shoot photos and I can go to New York and live there for a while, or you know, just do all this other stuff. And so as long as I looked at it as a temporary kind of thing, it made it worth it. But if I was like, I gotta do this for my whole life, it would not be good.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely relate to him on that. Like, you know, I left home at a young age, and I was kind of like, not a rebel, but I would just like to say I didn't really have the direction of where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do for a living up until the 20s. I'd say probably this year is when I really came into myself and discovered that I really like to do photography and want to be a photographer and share my work with you guys. So for Dylan to be 21 and so young and yearning for adventure, that's really, really cool. And on top of that, like all the other work he does, how did you get involved in like doing work for the homeless and like cooking meals and all that stuff?
That I just basically started doing. I was in New York for the first time in March, and I met some people, and then we were talking about how like there's a bunch of homeless people and there's this problem, and I've got aunts at work for Southwest, and so they got me a free plane ticket here, and I was like, hey, why don't we do something about this issue that is poverty and homeless people and hunger? We were like, let's just do something. So I raised some money online, and then I go out 3 times a week and feed people pretty healthy food. It's healthy most of the time. I try to keep it healthy because it's unfair that lower income people don't have the availability to eat healthy because they don't have the money. It should be a personal choice to be unhealthy, not a financial choice. That's what I believe.
Yeah, that's definitely something very noble, and I totally agree. I mean, it's sad because it's really hard to get access to healthy, quality food because, you know, like there's a McDonald's like on every corner, and especially, you know, out here in New York, if you walk around the streets for a little bit, literally you'll have a Burger King or some kind of fast food joint like every 20 steps. So most people kind of tend to go for that, and especially for the homeless, like they might not be able to afford stuff like, you know, from like Trader Joe's or like the Whole Foods, and they're obviously not going to be really too worried about watching what they eat when they don't know what their next meal is even going to be. So that's really cool that you you do that stuff. And I've seen his vlogs, like dude, like you got access to a kitchen.
Yeah, I hooked up with this church. They're letting me use their kitchen and cook there. They're like, hey, this is all the food that we get donated, you're welcome to use any of it. And so I've actually like,
that's cool,
been able to cook a bunch of stuff.
That's cool. So you basically like came out to New York and kind of got in touch with them right away, or you kind of
No, I was cooking at this house, the house that I'm living at, and then the homeowner was like, hey, you can't cook here anymore. And I was like, oh.
But did he know like why you were doing it?
Yeah, she knew it all, and it turns out she just doesn't like homeless people. it was just kind of like it was a big ordeal. And then I was like, okay, well, I gotta find some place to cook. And so I went like a week without cooking because I had no place to cook. And then I found this church. I had contacted a bunch of different churches, and this one responded. And the guy, Michael, was like, yeah, I like what you're doing, you're welcome to cook here. I think they're the biggest soup kitchen in America. They feed like over 1,000 people a day. They feed 5 days a week. And yeah, it's crazy. Intense. They're legit.
And you're just like one guy, you like fill up your cooler and just like hit the streets. And
if I get like 50 people a night, that's
pretty nuts. So you take a name of like everybody that you feed, and last name or just first name?
Just first name.
And
a lot of people don't like to give out their names.
That makes sense. Have you actually got were you able to like see the same people or bump into the same folks that you already fed before?
Yeah, I know a lot of people around the Penn Station. Probably 30 of them I probably know their names. Probably 40 of them I know their faces. And then like I'll meet like 10 new people each night.
Well, my friends, this is Dylan, so you guys should definitely check out his channel, and as well as his Instagram. I'm gonna plug everything down below shamelessly in the description. And I guess we're gonna call it a night because it is getting pretty late, and Dylan still has a pretty long trip home. You're going where? All the way up to Queens, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I live in Brooklyn, he's in Queens, and he's taking the train. So I'm gonna give him a ride to the train, and I have class early in the morning. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, this first anniversary vlog of your boy Wanted Visual coming back potentially to YouTube. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and be sure to check out Dylan's channel once again. Good man right here, and check out our photos. I'll definitely post them up on Instagram. And got anything else you want to add?
No. Love life. Live now. Peace.
Amen. Peace out, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Later.